just leave it. Right, here we are at the Carrowdore 100 circuit. A lot of people may or may not be aware of what the Carrowdore 100 circuit is like. The sun's a bit low today, but this is us coming up through the main street of Carrowdore. Carrowdore is a very famous circuit. Lots of riders rode here. The late Richard Britton, Adrian Archibald, Johnny Ray, Rand Farquhar, Ricky Mitchell, I think Jimmy Hamilton, who was a subscriber last night. Thanks very much, Jimmy, much appreciated. I know all the road racing guys will enjoy this here, and all the road racing fans. Bikes used to come along here, especially the 250s and 350s. Ray McCulloch, Courtney Junk, Sammy Dempster used to come along here, and they used to do wheelies just over here, just about here. Or was it just along? Maybe it was just along here a wee bit. Here we are here. Used to do wheelies doing about 130, 140 miles an hour here. I don't know if anybody has footage of the Carrowdore 100. If they can share it after this video, because it would make it more interesting. Then they went round this sweeping left-hander here, heading towards Ballybully School Corner. Unfortunately, the late great Sam McClements lost his life just here at this right-hand corner. There was a slow-moving rider, and he was been chased at the time by Philip McCallum, and there was no room for Sam to get through, but always fondly remembered Sam McClements. His son still races. This is Ballybully School Corner, and the field that you can see to the right hand side is where the pits were. And that field was absolutely jam-packed full of racing motorbikes and vans, and the start and finish, as I'm aware of, was just about here. So it started off here, and they came down the road here at about well into this first right hand corner. I remember Johnny Ray on a Ducati. I remember him going around it, don't ask me what year it was, but I remember him going around it at about 140, 150 miles an hour, absolutely glued to the road. The road surface isn't good, and I'm not going to go fast around here, but this was a fantastic sweeping right hand bend, and then headed on up into the country, as I would call it. And we're coming up to an extremely tight left-hand bend. Now, there was a gentleman was racing from Dublin, and he had his grandson up with him, and unfortunately the gentleman lost his life in this left-hand corner, and his grandson was more or less stranded in the van back in the pits, which we've just passed. But the good people of Carrowdore and good people of Northern Ireland brought his grandson back home to Dublin. This was a particularly dangerous corner because you were going at such high speed into a relatively slow corner, and then they come up here heading towards Ballywalter, and we're coming up to the famous bomb hole. So we're going to stop at the bomb hole, and I'll let you have a look at the bomb hole. It was an absolutely scary, scary, scary corner. I'll have to be careful here because it's very, very busy today. bear with me a second, please. There's somebody interested in a Volkswagen Golf turbo diesel. Just seen this. Lovely colour. MOT January 25, £3,250. All mode cons 077 10801 205. Car's been well looked after, multifunctional steering wheel. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. This is the bomb hole here. So you can see that blue car's just gone over the top of the bomb hole. What we used to do was that building over there, that derelict building over there, we used to climb up on the roof of that building and watch the bikes going through here. The most famous rider I can remember going through here was a guy called Ricky Mitchell. So we'll just jump back in the car again and we'll take you on round. Already taking details of it. I don't want to get back in the car again. You get back in and I'll hand this camera to you. Sorry about that. So this is the bomb hole here. Say Ricky Mitchell used to bring the bike up on the back wheel. I used to do a massive wheelie along here. Absolutely spectacular. You can't really see it, but it's almost vertical at one stage. And then this is I think this is a Dunover Road, you call it. Used to head down the Dunover Road. Really, really fast. Would have been doing about 140, 150 miles an hour down here. Now this wasn't the original Carrowdore 100 circuit. We'll cover that in another day. The original Carrowdore 100 circuit, they used to go along the coast road from, I think it was Malai to down the bottom of the Dunover Road, the far end of this road, and go the opposite way around. So we're actually going anti-clockwise. In the original Carrowdore 100, they used to go clockwise. And then the riders, once hit the top here, they used to brake really, really hard. As hard as they possibly could. And they used to go down the Dunover Road north. Phil Carpenter rode a 250 bike here. And there used to be an old school down here, and Phil put the bike through the hedge at the school, pulled it back out again, continued round, changed the numbers on his bike and took it out in a 350 race, which he actually won, but he was disqualified because the bike wasn't a 350 at all, the bike was a 250. But the likes of Adrian Archibald, Richard Britton, and so forth and so on used to race along here. I see it. A pheasant. Right. Now, Brian Hewitt, I did a video about a week or so ago. You you can look. I'll try and connect the link to it. If not, you'll just have to search through my YouTube history. Brian Hewitt held the lap record here for 9 years on his Morbidelli, which was a twin cylinder motorcycle. And the person to break the lap record was Robert Dunlop. Brian held the lap record here for 9 years. Now you can imagine 600cc machines, 250s, whatever coming along here, classic bikes. Everybody raced here. This was actually the first road race I ever attended. I lived in Gilnahirk at the time, and I cycled from Gilnahirk down to here, and I watched at Ballyboley Schoolhouse Corner, and it was absolutely tremendous. It was actually a guy crashed just at the Schoolhouse Corner, and I let out an almighty scream. But the racing was absolutely out of this world. It was fantastic. So you can imagine coming along here. The roads were closed at the time. They didn't have cars coming in the opposite direction. But the guys would have been hitting the best part of about 140, 150, maybe even 160 miles an hour along here. Just have to be mindful of drovers and people like that. The wheels would have been in the air all over the place, massive wheelies. I said thanks very much to Jamie Hamilton. I hope you enjoy this video about the Carrowdore 100. I'm sure you rode it quite a few times. As I mentioned in the previous video, you had a life-threatening injury at the TT, and you were able to go and visit the paramedics that basically saved your life. So if you wouldn't mind, consider jumping over and subscribing to Jimmy Hamilton's YouTube channel. Definitely worth a look. Now the roads back in the day would have been a lot better than what they are now. You know, the roads have deteriorated quite a bit, but still quite good. As we know, it was just announced on the news last night. The government have announced £200,000 grant for various types of motorsport, including the Northwest 200. Where they'll be putting up extra safety bales. The Communities Minister approved the £200,000, so I'll be covering not only the practice of the Northwest 200 this year, but the races as well, and any highlights of the races, I'll be covering those as well. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Colin Burnside, to watch those races which will be coming up very soon. I have a motorcycling classic car show to go to in about a week's time, and hopefully I'll bring you some content from there. And this is just coming back into the village again, where the bikes turn left. So don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. Thanks very much for watching. This is Colin Burnside. I hope you enjoyed a lap of the Carrowdore 100 circuit. I'll see you in the next one. If you like this sort of video, if you like this sort of content, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one.